This is the fifth LeetCode challenge we're doing in Go, and it is called Longest Palindromic Substring. Given a string S, return the longest palindromic substring in S. So if we had the input BABAD, the output would be BAB, because that is a palindrome, but it could also be ABA, as they're both the same length. And if we had the input CBBD, the longest palindrome is BB, because that is the only one that's in there. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I guess figuring out the palindrome, so you want to start on the middle point, because you know the middle will always be part of the palindrome. You then want to go left and right. If those are the same, then you go out again, left and right, if those are the same, and keep doing that. So we got to handle both. If it's an odd number word, you've got one letter in the middle. If it's an even, you have two in the middle. So with this result, you would start with A, you would then go left to right, and you got B, B, and then that would work. But with this example, you would initially start looking at both of these at the same time and going, okay, these are the same. Then you would expand out, and you would go, no, these aren't. So I guess let's make a start. So start off with max length equals 0. And how would we want to record this? Okay, we'll just start off with that for now. So we initially start with the middle point, or we start with 2. So we're going to have a function, and it will be, you pass in the left and right index. So for if it's an even number, it would be I, then say I plus 1. But if you're searching for the odd number, it'll be I and I, so it'll be on the same character in the middle. And we'll keep it like this. And we'll just call it find palindrome. Left, right, and these are both ints. So we'll use this function to modify this. And how would we want to set it up? So max length. So we need to return the actual palindrome itself. We will have a start index number. So when we go through, when we find the longest one, we'll put the left index number into here, and then the length of it, this max length, goes across. So that will be how we retrieve the palindrome from it. So we'll end up with return S, and this would be start index to max length. This would be start index plus max length. There we go. So we've got that. Now we need to actually find the palindrome. So we'll obviously be iterating over it. So for this will need to be left is greater or equal to 0, because we're going to this left variable will be going to the left of the string, grabbing the index of that string. So can't have it less than 0. And we need to make sure right is less than the length of the string, as we'll be doing the same thing like that. So left is greater than 0, right is less than the length, and S left is equal to S right. So checking to see if it's still a valid palindrome, and then continuing to loop through. But so at this point we know that it's a valid palindrome. So what we need to do is check to see if the current one is if the current palindrome is the largest available, the largest palindrome we have found. So if this would be right minus left to get the length of it. This would have to be, so let's say we've got a 4, so 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we need to do a +1 because the indexes are -1. So if this number is greater than max length, So we found the longest possible palindrome. We need to change start index to equal left, and max length is equal to right minus left plus 1. So we've done that. We're in the palindrome, so then we need to go to the next two characters. So this would be left minus minus, right plus plus. And I think that's all that is needed to find palindrome. Okay, so we now need to actually write the code to start within the string. So we'll do for I equals 0, I is less than length s, and I plus plus. We'll then do find palindrome I. So this would be for finding palindromes where there are an odd number of characters. So I starting in the same middle point. But then we also do find palindrome I plus 1. So instead of it starting in the same spot, the right will be to the right of it. So we've got the even number string, and it'll work like that. And I think that might be all which we need to do. So let's run it and see how it goes. And it seems to have worked. So we've got Bab for that, and we've got BB for this. So hopefully that's all we had to do. We will copy the code, put it into LeetCode. We will first run it on the test cases just to double check. Those are both accepted, and we will now submit it. Alright, awesome. So that worked. That was the 5th LeetCode Challenger longest palindromic substring in Go. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.